Happening now, Jamestown gears up for festive Jingle and Mingle celebration at City Hall. And New Yorkers urged to prepare for impacts from lake effect snowstorm. Plus, New York doctor convicted in kickback scheme defrauding Medicaid.
Live and on demand, this is WNY News Now.
Thank you for joining us, Western New York News Now. I'm Lee Kane Jr. Those stories and more coming up, but first, Donovan E. Paquette and Sabrina N. Paquette, both 27 years old, face an array of charges, including criminal possession of a controlled substance in the second and third degrees, multiple counts of criminal possession of a weapon in the second and third degrees, criminally using drug paraphernalia in the second degree, and endangering the welfare of a child. Probation officers during a home check observed signs of drug-related activities within the residence. Subsequent investigation by law enforcement uncovered 104.3 grams of methamphetamine, 23 glassine envelopes filled with fentanyl, digital scales, packaging materials, metal knuckles, U.S. currency, and 2 loaded handguns. Of particular concern was the discovery that one of the handguns, a Taurus 9mm, had been reported stolen in Warren, Pennsylvania. The second handgun, a Marlin Safety 1897 lever action .22 caliber long rifle, had been modified into a single-shot pistol. Further aggravating the situation was the lack of proper securing of the illegal contraband and drug paraphernalia, which was easily accessible to an 8-year-old juvenile residing in the home. Both Donovan and Sabrina lacked pistol permits in New York State and had previous convictions. Without incident, Donovan and Sabrina were taken into custody and transported to the Jamestown City Jail. The 8-year-old juvenile was handed over to a family member. Well, in other news, U.S. Attorney Trina E. Ross revealed that Eric M. Butson, a Buffalo resident, had been handed a 24-month prison sentence by U.S. District Judge Lawrence J. Villardo for his involvement in a counterfeiting operation. Butson, along with co-defendant Catalina Hernandez, engaged in a conspiracy to manufacture and circulate counterfeit $100 bills. Assistant U.S. Attorney Paul E. Bonanno, who managed the case, outlined the events that unfolded between December 2022 and March 2023. During this period, Butson and Hernandez were found in possession of a range of tools and equipment essential for creating counterfeit currency. These tools included computers, inkjet printers, ink, and bleach. Exploiting these resources, the duo produced a significant number of fake $100 bills. The illicitly manufactured bills, totaling approximately 67, were then distributed or attempted to be passed off at various businesses across different locations, including the city of Buffalo, the town of Amherst, the town of Clarence, and the village of Orchard Park. The cumulative impact of these activities, combining both actual losses and intended losses, is estimated to be around $6,700. Well, in other news, on the night of November 22, 2023, at approximately 10:23 p.m., Chautauqua County Sheriff's deputies conducted a routine patrol in Cherry Creek when they stopped a vehicle for a suspected traffic violation. Upon investigation, the driver, identified as Christopher Stockwell from Versailles, New York, was found to be operating the vehicle under the influence of alcohol. Stockwell, 29, was taken into custody and charged with DWI, speeding in a designated zone, and aggravated unlicensed operation in the first degree. Following the arrest, Stockwell underwent processing and was subsequently released with tickets to appear in the town of Cherry Creek Court at a later date and time. Well, in other news, late on the night of November 24, 2023, at around 11:15 p.m., officers from the Jamestown Police Department's 3rd Platoon responded to a complaint of unauthorized use of a motor vehicle on the city's north side. The complainant alleged that Ruben L. Medina, an 18-year-old male, had failed to return their vehicle despite being instructed to do so nearly 4 hours earlier. Following an investigation, officers identified Medina operating the vehicle and conducted a routine traffic stop. Without incident, Medina was taken into custody. He now faces a charge of unauthorized use of a motor vehicle in the 3rd degree, as detailed by the Jamestown City Court. Currently, Medina is held in the Jamestown City Jail awaiting arraignment. As WNY News Now continues, Jamestown gears up for the festive Jingle and Mingle celebration at City Hall. And later, New Yorkers urged to prepare for impacts from lake effect snowstorm. Stay with us as WNY News Now. We'll be right back.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
Slow down and move over.
When you see signs,
Lights, vests?
Please, give us some room.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over.
When you need help,
It's our job
To help you.
to save you.
despite the danger.
This danger.
This danger is real.
Do your part.
Please,
Slow down. Slow down. And move over.
move over. Got some soup for you.
You are loved. You are valued. You are resilient. You got this.
You're there for them. We're here for you. Find free care guides at aarp.org/caregiving.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
Jamestown's getting into the holiday spirit with the Jingle and Mingle festival scheduled for this Saturday, December 2nd, from noon to 5 p.m. at City Hall. The festive celebration will offer a variety of activities, including live music at Tracy Plaza and a special showing of the beloved movie The Santa Claus at the Regilene Center for the Arts. As the day unfolds, the highlight will be the City Holiday Parade at 6 p.m., traversing 3rd Street in downtown Jamestown. The evening will conclude with a spectacular fireworks display, adding a magical touch to the festivities. For those unable to attend in person, WNY News Now will be live streaming the event on our Facebook page, our YouTube page, our website, WNYNewsNow.com, the WNY News Now mobile app, and Channel 716 on Roku and at Channel716.com. Collaborative Children's Solutions will also be streaming the celebration, providing an opportunity for a virtual experience. The event is made possible through the generous sponsorship of Collaborative Children's Solutions, the Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union, County of Chautauqua Industrial Development Agency, Wegmans, Army National Guard, the City of Jamestown, Media One Radio, the Jamestown Local Development Corporation, JRSC Digital, and Tim Hortons. Residents and remote viewers alike are encouraged to join in the holiday spirit, whether in person or virtually, as Jamestown comes together to mingle and jingle around City Hall's Christmas tree. Well, in other news, for areas near Lake Erie, a widespread 6 to 12 inches of snow is expected beginning Monday morning in areas south of Buffalo, with up to 18 inches possible in parts of southern Erie, Chautauqua, and Cattaraugus counties. For areas near Lake Ontario, beginning Monday afternoon, a widespread 6 to 12 inches of snow is expected in areas east of the lake, and up to 2 feet of snow possible in the Tug Hill area. Snowfall rates could reach up to 3 inches per hour where the snow is heaviest, and wind gusts up to 35 miles an hour are possible in these locations through Tuesday. The rest of western New York, including the city of Buffalo and the Finger Lakes region, are expected to receive up to 6 inches of snow in some locations. New Yorkers could use extra caution when traveling in impacted areas, especially during commuting hours, as weather conditions will likely cause blowing snow and reduce visibility on roads. The most hazardous weather conditions will be in the areas where lake effect snow bands form and produce a lot of snow in a short period, which will hamper travel in some places for the next day or so, Governor Hochul said. There is still some uncertainty where and when snow bands will form and the heaviest snow will fall, so use extra caution when traveling and stay on top of the forecast throughout this event so you can plan your travel and other activities accordingly. My team will monitor this weather system and its impacts throughout this event and are ready to assist partners at the local level as needed. A lake effect snow warning is in effect Monday through late Tuesday night for southern Erie, Chautauqua, Cattaraugus, Wyoming, Oswego, Jefferson, and Lewis counties. A winter storm watch for possible heavy lake effect snow is also in effect Monday afternoon through late Tuesday night for northern Oneida, northern Herkimer, and Hamilton counties. Through Monday, most of the rest of the state is forecast to receive up to an inch of rain, and higher elevations could see a few inches of snow, causing Monday morning commutes to be potentially unsafe in some places. For a complete listing of weather alerts and forecasts, visit the National Weather Service website at https://alerts.weather.gov. New Yorkers are encouraged to sign up for emergency alerts by subscribing to NY Alert at https://alert.ny.gov, a free service providing critical emergency information to your cell phone or computer. Well, in other news, in anticipation of winter storms, safe driving practices are paramount. The first and foremost advice is to avoid driving unless absolutely necessary. For those who must travel, equipping your vehicle with survival gear is crucial. This includes blankets, a shovel, flashlight with extra batteries, warm clothing, tire chains, battery booster cables, quick energy foods, and a brightly colored cloth for distress signaling. Ensuring communication tools are available, such as a charged cell phone or two-way radio, is imperative. In case of being stranded, these devices become a lifeline to call for help and provide rescuers with accurate location information. The leading cause of injuries and fatalities during winter storms is transportation accidents. Clearing your vehicle of ice and snow before driving is essential for good visibility. Planning stops, maintaining a safe distance between cars, and adjusting speed according to road and weather conditions are additional precautions. Snow drifts especially can obscure smaller children, demanding extra vigilance from drivers. Understanding snowplow dynamics is crucial for motorists. These vehicles travel at speeds of up to 35 miles an hour, often below posted limits, to ensure salt is effectively dispersed. Snowplows on interstate highways may operate side by side for efficiency. Motorists should keep a safe distance considering the limited visibility and maneuverability of snowplows. Passing or following too closely is hazardous, and the safest position is well behind the plow where the road is clear and salted. When it comes to alternative heating sources, safety is paramount. Whether using a fireplace, well-vented wood or coal stove, or portable space heaters, following proper guidelines is crucial. Adequate ventilation, keeping flammable objects away, and adhering to manufacturer's instructions are essential precautions. For those using kerosene heaters, specific safety measures must be observed. This includes using the correct fuel, refueling outdoors when the unit is cool, maintaining a safe distance from flammable objects, and employing fire safeguards while ensuring proper ventilation. As winter sets in, incorporating these safety measures into daily practices ensures a secure and prepared approach to the challenges presented by the upcoming winter and snowstorm season. Well, coming up next, Congressman Langworthy and Mayor-elect Eklund discuss Jamestown's future. But first, we return with a look at our full weather forecast.
Catch your First Defense forecast daily on WNY News Now.
Right here, baby. Look. Uma.
Something more than a birthday is happening here. Once you can see it, you can help. The sooner you recognize the signs of autism, the sooner you can make a lifetime of difference for your child. Start by answering a few simple questions at screenforautism.org.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Catch your First Defense forecast daily on WNY News Now.
Fast, accurate, and everyday. First Defense weather.
Welcome back to WNY News Now. We have a lot to talk about, so let's get right into it. Lake effect snow warnings remain in place for much of the region, including Chautauqua, Cattaraugus, Southern Erie, and Wyoming County in western New York, as well as Erie, Crawford, and Warren County in Pennsylvania. All those warnings will go until 7 o'clock Wednesday morning. There's also a winter weather advisory in place for McKean County in Pennsylvania that will also go until 7 o'clock Wednesday morning. Within those lake effect snow warning, snowfall totals will generally be about 10 to 20 inches of snow in the most persistent snow bands across the higher hilltops to Chautauqua Ridge into the Gowanda, Springville areas of western New York, potentially upwards of 2 feet or more of snow through Wednesday morning. Then within that winter weather advisory area, generally looking about 3 to 6 inches of snow through Wednesday morning across McKean County and farther inland as you get away from those lake effect snow bands. On top of the lake effect snow, the NOAA Storm Prediction Center has placed us under a day 1 tonight and into tomorrow non-severe thunderstorm risk. What that means is within those strongest lake effect snow bands tonight, Don't be surprised if you hear a couple rumbles of thunder or see some lightning. Mainly that's going to be in those strongest snow bands right near the immediate Lake Erie shoreline. Almanac for today made it to a high of 44 degrees yesterday in the city of Jamestown. Our low for today was 26. The records for today 67. The record high set back in 1988. The record low of 6 set back in 1917. So let's time this out through Future Scan. Tonight, that lake effect snow band will generally be across the southern tier, Chautauqua, Cattaraugus County, maybe stick a little bit farther into northwestern Pennsylvania into the early morning hours tomorrow. Heading through the day tomorrow, those bands will have multiple bands throughout the day tomorrow, so much of the region across the southern tier in northwestern Pennsylvania will be in and out of snow tomorrow. Then we'll have a wind shift late Tuesday into Wednesday, and that's going to shift that snow band farther up towards the north into southern Erie and northern Erie County up towards the Buffalo area, but by then the lake effect snow bands will begin to weaken as drier air begins to build in the region by Wednesday and into Thursday. So here's your forecast for tonight in full detail. Moderate to heavy lake effect snow will continue across the region tonight. Outside of those lake effect snow bands, generally mostly cloudy skies, maybe a couple scattered snow showers. Overnight lows range from the lower 20s inland to near 30 at the immediate Lake Erie shoreline, with a southwest wind of 15 to 20 miles per hour. Wind gusts as high as 30 to 35 miles per hour. So if you're going to be driving tonight within those lake effect snow bands, low visibility, below and drifting snow could lead to some potentially dangerous travel conditions. So keep that in mind if you're going to be out on the road tonight within those lake effect snow bands. Future snowfall totals again through Wednesday morning. Keep in mind these are model projections. These snowfall totals could be higher or they could be lower than what the models are showing. Generally, we're looking about 15 to 20 inches of snow across the highest hilltops, the Chautauqua Ridge, immediate Lake Erie shoreline, about 12 to 16 inches of snow. Interior southern tier, Jamestown and the Randolph, looking at maybe about 10 to 12 inches of snow. And then you get farther away from those lake effect snow bands down in the Warren County, McKean County, maybe about 4 to 6 inches of snow. Again, these are just model projections. These will change depending on where those lake effect snow bands stay and how much they drift between the north and south over the next 24 to 48 hours. Your forecast info detail for your Tuesday tomorrow. Lake effect snow continuing throughout the day tomorrow, but within more bands. Outside those lake effect snow bands, scattered snow showers with mostly cloudy skies. Highs tomorrow range from the upper 20s to the lower 30s. Rest of that 7-day outlook from Ultimate Solutions. Lake effect snow will begin to shift north and weaken by time Wednesday rolls around. Temperatures tomorrow only in the mid-20s. We're in the lower 30s for Wednesday. Thursday looks dry with partly sunny skies, and we begin to warm up towards the end of the week. We're getting a chance for some mixed rain and snow showers in here on Friday. And then as we head into the weekend, Saturday's looking mainly dry as now. We're getting a chance for some rain showers heading into Sunday. Temperatures moderate back into the lower to mid-40s by the weekend and into early next week.
Andrew, thank you. Well, in a collaborative effort to address pressing issues and opportunities facing Jamestown, Congressman Nick Langworthy met with City Councilwoman and Mayor-elect Kim Eklund last week during his regional tour. The discussion covered a spectrum of topics crucial to the city's future, emphasizing the need for innovative solutions and cooperative action. One of the key challenges highlighted during the meeting was the aging housing stock in Jamestown, presenting a need for renovation or demolition.
I think partnering, I have a great relationship obviously with you and with the state representatives and the county exec, and I think it's going to take that cohesion to see this go forward. And who would have thought I'd be working with someone out of Buffalo, out of the Red Cross, after I won, right? So that's what's going to take. That's what to make our homes safer, and the lead abatement program, and seeing what we can do. And the houses that are in disarray, they need to come down if they're not salvageable. And we need to look long term at small homes, I think. There's many people, including my 87-year-old mother, who won't go out of her home, and especially with the closing of LSS now, you have all these other dynamics, but maybe consider downsizing to a smaller home that's available and fits the scape of that community and that neighborhood with these smaller lot sizes. So if we can get that law changed in New York State, which they're working on, about the amount of footage you have to have, I think you might see some improvement there.
Mayor-elect Eklund proposed an intriguing solution, exploring the feasibility of constructing small, sustainable houses that could efficiently utilize available housing lots in the city. This innovative approach aims to address housing issues while promoting sustainability and adaptability. The conversation also delved into the lingering effects of the COVID-19 pandemic on the local economy, with a specific focus on skilled nursing facilities like LSS. Mayor-elect Eklund expressed concerns about the challenges these facilities continue to face and stressed the importance of developing strategies to support the recovery. Education emerged as another critical point of discussion, with a spotlight on alternative paths that better prepare the younger generation for diverse career opportunities. Mayor-elect Eklund advocated for a departure from a one-size-fits-all educational system, emphasizing the need for tailored approaches to meet the demands of hands-on learning and apprenticeships.
If we had really taught people, in my age of upbringing, what possibilities were there for very noble, needed professions, I think that we would have a stronger regional economy here.
Agreed.
And we need to open that. We may spend a lot of money on our education system.
Sure.
This needs to be a big piece of it, and not everything should fit in pegs and holes. I mean, you have to have a diverse view of what the economy needs, and not just try to push kids to a preferred solution.
Absolutely. Part of my mentoring at-risk youth for 16 years has been just that not original program was Gear Up, which was meant to push kids to college, but since that program ended, it's about getting kids to finish school and continue if college is their choice, or become a productive working member of society. If that's LPN, if that's going to a trade, if that's going to the military, whatever. It was just to send them on the path, and I still do that, and I'm still a push for that, because not everybody's meant for that 4-year education or 2-year education or be a lawyer or a doctor. Great dream, but let's be real, it's not for everyone.
Sure, and some want to go or have family needs to go in the workforce right away.
Yep.
And that's just as noble a decision.
She underscored that numerous high-paying careers thrive on trade education and practical experience, challenging the conventional notion of success tied solely to traditional classroom education. As the conversation shifted towards the city's strengths, Mayor-elect Eklund outlined her vision for Jamestown, emphasizing a commitment to unity and community building. She stressed the importance of collaboration in achieving shared goals, highlighting that building a thriving community requires collective effort rather than division. Mayor-elect Eklund's vision centers around creating an inclusive environment that fosters positive outcomes and reflects the aspirations that Jamestown residents hold for their city. In her determination to hit the ground running, Mayor-elect Eklund made it clear that her focus is on action and results. Her plan revolves around practical steps to address immediate challenges while keeping an eye on long-term goals that will contribute to the city's sustained growth and prosperity. As Jamestown navigates its future, Mayor-elect Eklund's leadership style emphasizes collaboration, inclusivity, and a shared commitment to reshaping the city that residents envision and deserve. Well, coming up next, a New York doctor convicted in kickback scheme defrauding Medicaid.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
If you want to speak truth to the masses, make it funny for the classes.
How prepared is your family if a hurricane shows up at your doorstep, or a flood, or a blizzard? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan now. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes! Make a plan today.
Hi, everyone. Al Roker here. As a guy with his own catchphrase, I appreciate that Smokey's only said,
"Only you can prevent wildfires."
But I'm filling in because there's a lot more to report. Like when there are parched or windy conditions out there, you gotta be extra careful with things like burning yard waste. After all, wildfires can start anywhere, even in your neck of the woods. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
A jury has convicted Dr. Payam Tubian and his company, America's Imaging Center Incorporated, on charges related to a kickback scheme that defrauded Medicaid and exposed patients to unnecessary invasive procedures. The verdict comes after Tubian was indicted by the Office of the Attorney General in August 2022. Tubian, based in Kings Point, New York, was found guilty on multiple felony charges, including grand larceny in the 3rd degree, healthcare fraud in the 3rd degree, falsifying business records in the 1st degree, and violating the Social Services Law statute prohibiting kickbacks. The charges stem from a kickback scheme operated by Tubian from January 2006 to August 2017, involving gift cards and cash payments to physicians in exchange for patient referrals. Additionally, Tubian directed the unauthorized addition of radiological procedures to orders submitted to Medicaid, increasing financial gains. Attorney General James emphasized the impact on patients, stating, "For years, Payam Tubian subjected patients to unnecessary and often invasive tests in order to enrich himself. Today's verdict will ensure he is held accountable for defrauding Medicaid and putting New Yorkers at risk." The kickback scheme subjected patients to medically unnecessary and invasive radiological testing without the knowledge or consent of referring physicians. The additional tests, including MRIs with contrast, involved invasive procedures like injections. Tubian then submitted claims for payment to Medicaid for these unnecessary tests. The investigation received collaboration from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, the Office of the Inspector General, the New York State Department of Health, and Medicaid MCOs, including Health First, Metro Plus Health, and United Healthcare. The Office of the Attorney General expressed gratitude for the cooperation of various agencies and individuals involved in the investigation. The trial was led by the Medicaid Fraud Control Unit, MFCU, with support from the Division for Criminal Justice. The MFCU, tasked with addressing Medicaid provider fraud and protecting nursing home residents, encourages individuals with information to file confidential complaints online or contact their hotline at 800-771-7755. In case of emergencies, individuals are urged to call 911. Well, that's going to be it for today. I'd like to thank you all for watching. News continues 24/7 at WNYNewsNow.com and on our mobile app. You can download it today for free in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. We're also on Channel 716 on Roku and at channel716.com. Thank you for watching.